I know it's so hard for me to put on eyeliner, so show us how you do it.
Alright, well first I warm it up a little bit on my hand, like this, so it's not so hard. And make
what
sure.
Is that, a MAC pencil?
Yeah, this is my favorite all time. It's Smolder by MAC, and it has a lot of pigment. And basically, how I do it is I lift the eye, and I get the pencil really close to the lash line. With the eyeliner, I always go thinner in the inner corner. I go thicker on the outer corner because that, creates more of an almond shape, and it like lifts the eye a little bit. This is the Smashbox number 20 brush that I use a lot to blend eyeliner. On the outer corner, I like to smudge it going more up and out. It creates more of a smoky, a little bit of a cattier eye. And then also that's where you're getting the grayish tone by blending this dark color into the warm color on her eyelid. I always like to curl eyelashes before I put on mascara. It just makes a big difference when you curl lashes. It really lifts up the eyes. And Kim has lots of eyelashes, so she doesn't need that much work on them. A little trick I use when I'm curling sometimes is I count like 1, 2, 3, and then I stop. And then do the same thing on the other side. That way one is not curled more than the other. Normally, I would curl again, like more in the center, but you don't need to do that with Kim's eyelashes. This eyelash curler is Billy B. It's by Billy B Beauty. It's a really good new one out there. I also use the Shuyamura one, which is a classic.
Okay, mascara. What's your favorite mascara? Because this is like...
We differ on this. My favorite always is the L'Oreal Voluminous in the Carbon Black. It's a new color. It's not black, it's Carbon Black. And it's just...
Okay, I'll try it.
It's amazing.
Probably a lot cheaper than the one I've been using.
Yeah, you like L'Oreal, Lancome, right?
Lancome and MAC.
MAC,
Zoom.
yeah. I love the MAC Zoom too. I love the Lancome. I like all of them. I just feel comfortable with this one, and I always use it. It gives tons of volume. When you're doing the mascara, again, I like to lift up the eyelid to really get into the root there.
Now, after Mario applies all the eyeshadow and finishes the eyes, he does the under eyes, all the concealer. So first you take a little makeup remover wipe and you wipe off everything underneath my eyes in case any of the eyeshadow has fallen down.
Which it has.
First you use a concealer, and you use a concealer brush. I mean, I've always said that I like the Clé de Peau. You have this professional pack that isn't really available for anybody, so I would stick to just whatever concealer you like. Just make sure that it's a little bit lighter than your foundation,
right, so
that it covers up any dark circles.
On Kim, right now I'm using one. It's called Beauty Tech, and it's not so much of an oily concealer, and I use that first, and then you'll see I'll go over it with the Makeup Forever concealer, the lifting concealer. You can also use Shuyamura concealer. They make a really good one as well for under the eyes. And when you're doing concealer, it's really important to blend the concealer.
So we use that same concealer that we used on the eyelid.
Yeah, the Makeup Forever Lift Concealer. And I just take that, warm it up on my hand, and apply it like right over the other concealer. This might be much for you guys to do at home every day. I mean, you could just do one concealer, it's fine.
My favorite part of the makeup is the under eye concealer.
Yeah,
nobody does under eye concealer like Mario. He's like the concealer god.
When I started out doing makeup years ago, concealer was always my biggest challenge, and it just took me years to finally figure out how to perfect everyone's individual concealer under their eyes, because it's such a problem. People get cakey under the eyes, or it doesn't stay, it starts running. And,
yeah, it like gets creases.
Yeah.
For me.
So on Kim, to prevent that creasy look that happens after a little while, again, I just press it in, and then I'll put like a sheer translucent powder underneath. So to set her under eye concealer, I'm using a loose powder. This one that I'm using right now, I use different ones. This one that I'm using right now is Estee Lauder. Alright, so now I'm going to basically just sweep away that powder that I applied.
With a clean brush.
A clean foundation brush, or just you could use a soft bristle brush, whatever is comfortable for you.